Today, we're diving into a technology that's completely changing the game for AI. We're moving past simple tools and into the realm of true collaborators. We are talking about AI agents. And by the end of this, you might just be thinking about hiring your very first digital employee. So, let's get right into it.
Just think about that for a second. This really gets to the core of it all. Forget just asking for information. Imagine giving a goal, a destination, and just letting the AI figure out how to get there. That is the future we are stepping into right now. So what exactly is this thing?
Okay, here's the textbook definition, but the magic words are right there, without step-by-step instructions. You don't tell it how to do something, you just tell it what you want done. It's like the difference between giving a chef a super detailed recipe versus just asking them to make you an amazing pasta dish. The AI agent? It's the chef.
So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, what exactly is an AI agent? Then, how does it actually think and act? We'll get into why this is such a huge deal, look at some real-world examples, and then wrap up with what this means for, the future of your job.
Right, so let's be super clear here. We are talking about a massive leap beyond the chatbots we've all gotten used to. This isn't just a slightly smarter Siri or Alexa. No way. This is a whole new category of artificial intelligence.
So how does an agent actually, think? Well, it really all comes down to this simple but incredibly powerful cycle. It's this little intelligence loop that it just runs over and over and over again until the job is done. Okay, so it all starts with perception. The agent looks around its digital environment. It sees files, the internet, different software tools it has access to. Then comes reasoning. This is the thinking part. It analyzes everything it just saw and decides on the single best action to take next. And finally, and this is the most important part, action. It actually does something. It sends that email, it runs some code, it uses a tool. Then the loop just starts all over. Observe the new situation, reason about the next step, and take another action.
This right here shows the fundamental difference perfectly. A standard AI model gives you answers. An AI agent takes action. Think about it this way. One is a librarian who can find you the right book. The other is a research assistant who reads the book, summarizes it for you, and emails the key points to your entire team. It's a huge shift from just information to actual execution. And this ability to take action, that's precisely why agents are such a game changer. It's what lets us think of them not just as tools we use, but as autonomous workers. This is the rise of the digital employee.
And these digital employees, well, they have some serious perks. They can work completely on their own, tackling really complex, multi-step jobs while you're asleep. They can act like the glue that connects all your different software programs. And of course, they operate 24/7, no coffee breaks needed. This isn't just about doing things a little bit faster. It's about automating entire workflows from beginning to end.
This is it. This is the core idea. Once you stop thinking about giving an AI a command and start thinking about giving an agent a goal, you really start to see just how much potential is here. They literally become autonomous members of your team.
And hey, this isn't just some theory for the future. It is already happening. Companies are putting agents to work all over the place. Big areas, as you'd expect, are things like customer support and marketing. But look at this. They're also being used for really complex stuff like financial analysis and even writing software. It just shows you how versatile these things really are.
Okay, so we've talked about the what and the why. Let's get into the how. Let's look at how this stuff actually works in the real world with a couple of solid examples.
A fantastic example is something called an AutoGPT-style agent. These things are great at really broad, long-term goals. You could literally tell it, research the impact of remote work on productivity and write me a full report. The agent would then go off, break that huge task down, search the web, pull all the information together, and actually draft the report all on its own. It's pretty incredible.
So that's a big, complex task. But what about something a little more practical? Let's look at a different type of agent called a React agent. It's designed to reason and then act step by step using very specific tools. So let's give it a simple goal. Book a hotel for me.
All right, the agent gets the goal. What's its first logical action? It needs information, right? So it taps into a tool, maybe a travel website, and runs a search for all the hotels in Madrid that fit the budget.
Okay, now it has a list of options. The next action is to apply some logic. It parses those results and decides, okay, let's narrow this down. It compares the top 3 hotels based on their customer reviews. It's filtering, it's prioritizing. all by itself.
And finally, based on that comparison, it completes the task. It makes a final decision and presents the single best option. Goal achieved. And notice, you never told it how to search or how to compare. It reasoned its way through those steps on its own.
So after seeing that, the big question starts to loom, doesn't it? If an AI can do all of this, what does that mean for our jobs? And honestly, the best way to think about this is as a transformation, not a simple replacement.
This is the question on literally everyone's mind. And the answer? Well, it's not a simple yes or no. Sure, some tasks are going to be replaced, but that is not the whole story.
Look, the repetitive, routine stuff like sending reminders or updating spreadsheets, yeah, those are prime candidates for an agent to take over. But that frees up our human brain power for new, way more strategic roles. We're going to see jobs like AI operators, agent engineers, people whose entire job is to design, manage, and strategize with these agents.
So here's the bottom line. It's not going to be humans versus AI. It's going to be humans with AI versus humans without AI. The people who learn how to effectively delegate to and collaborate with these digital employees, they're the ones who are going to have a massive advantage.
So to wrap it all up, an AI agent is basically a system that runs on that simple but super powerful loop. It perceives its environment, it reasons about the best next step, and it takes real, tangible actions to get to a goal.
And make no mistake, this is not just another tech trend. Understanding how to use AI agents is going to become a fundamental skill. This really is one of the cornerstone technologies that's going to define what it means to work in the 21st century.
And that really just leaves us with one final thought. This technology is here and it's getting easier to use every single day. So the question isn't if you'll work with an AI agent, it's how. What's the first tedious task you would hand off? What's the first big goal you would set for your brand new digital employee?